Alright guys, back again for another Booster Archive trilogy sort of here going on with Theros blocks. So we're going to move from one of the most well-received blocks of recent memory with Return to Ravnica to probably, in my opinion, the worst block in the last couple of years. Not a fault of Theros block on its own, it just unfortunately fell between two very strong blocks, not only just in reception, but also just in power level, just in general. Return Ravnica is very powerful, and then same sort of thing with Khan's block, again, very powerful, but I feel like the power level sort of dropped with Theros block. As you can sort of tell with the constructed format of only a few cards actually playing major roles out of this block. So let's get Born and Journey out of the way, and we'll start with Theros itself. So on our cover here, we have our Erebos, God of the Dead, or Theros, nothing on the back here. So Theros block's interesting in that it was the attempt at having a enchantment theme block. Came across pretty well mechanically. I think there are some problems with just the blocks in general, but you know, it came across very cool in the how the enchantment block, I guess, actually worked. Also, we had a major reprint in the form of Thoughtseize, and again, major players in the set, Stormbreath Dragon, Thoughtseize, and Elspeth. Not so much really in the rest of the block. Also, Pelucranos is in the set. So this Theros itself had a lot of good hits, but the later sets didn't really bring much to the table. So let's start with the first card here. Let's focus real quick. And it is a 1 and a blue instant. Counter target spell since controller plays 1, then scry 1. So this is really the first time we saw scry come back as a mechanic. And actually now with an announcement as of a few days ago, of me recording this rather, scry has now been an evergreen mechanic, so we can see it showing up a lot now. Not necessarily a lot, but we can see it showing up without taking the mechanic slot. We have Ill-Tempered Cyclops for 3 in red, with a 3/3 Cyclops with Trample, and Monstrosity for 5 in red of Monstrosity 3. Monstrosity was the monster mechanic, obviously, with the name Monstrosity, in that you pay a mana and it gets that many counters. And then, and it also would occasionally have other effects. And then if it's already, it has the state of being monstrous, so you can't keep activating this. We have our Leaf Crown Dryad, our first enchantment creature. For 1 in a green, you get a 2/2 with reach, but it had the Bestow ability where you pay 3 in a green and you can cast it as an aura, and then if the creature enchanted by this would die, you get this guy back as a creature. And then enchanted creature gets +2/+2 in reach. So reach is another big mechanic for the set. I actually really enjoyed Bestow, not reach. Bestow is a really important mechanic for the set. I actually liked the way Bestow worked. It was a really cool idea. And sort of brought across the whole, enchantment theme. I thought it was really cool in function and playability. We have Traveler's Amulet for 1 mana. It's an artifact. You pay 1, sacrifice a search library for a basic land, reveal it, and put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So a little mana fixing here. So eloquently called Bogarden Hellkite, we have Boulder Fall here. For 6 red, Boulder Fall deals 5 damage as you choose among any number of target creatures and or players, and it is an instant. Defend the Hearth for our Fog fans here for 1 in a green. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to players this turn. So a 2 mana, not even, well, it's combat damage, so it's not even fully Fog. So cool art here. I just love I really enjoy this block just for the flair to it. I think they did a really good job of bringing the Greek mythology theme here. There were some misses, but I think overall it was a themed very well set. But of course, like I said, in power level and other things, it wasn't the best. Leon Snarecaster here for 1 and a white. We get a Cat Soldier. That's a 2/1. And as the battlefield, you may tap target creature. So we'll tap Cat here. Priest Iris for 1 and a red. You get a 1/1 Human Cleric that you pay 3 and a white. Sacrifice to destroy target enchantment. So pretty powerful effect with what's going on. Read the Bones here for 2 and a black. It's a sorcery where you scry 2, then draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. So 1 mana extra, get a little more control on your Sign in Blood. Thassa's Bounty here for 5 and a blue sorcery. Draw 3 cards, then target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. And that'll round out our commons. Our first uncommons will be Karma's Acolyte for 3 and a green. We get a Human Druid that's a 1/4. Add an amount of green mana, so your mana pool equal to your devotion to green. So devotion counts every permanent and sees what sort of how many little green symbols they have on there for their mana cost, and have different effects, sort of animating gods, or is this you get mana equal to your devotion. Flamecast Wheel. For 1 mana, you get an artifact with 5 sacrifice Flamecast Wheel, deal 3 damage to target creature. So a very bad card here. A very good card, however, in limited, is Shipwreck Singer. For blue and a black, you get a 1/2 Siren with flying that you pay 1 and a blue, tap target creature and opponent controls, attacks this turn if able, and then for 1 and a black, tap it. Attacking creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. It's a really cool effect here, sort of lure effect and a debuff. Our rare is going to be the Triad of Fates. For 2 white-black, you get a 3/3 Human Wizard with pay 1, tap, put a fate counter on another target creature, pay a white and tap, exile target creature that has a fate counter on it, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control, and black and tap, exile target creature that has a fate counter on it, its controller draws 2 cards. So our sort of Blind Witches card here. Beautiful sort of island here of the nice coastline, and our ad card is going to show an Axe of Siamede and not a token. Alright, well that's going to be it for Theros. I'll be back in a little bit with Born of the Gods, and then we'll move on to Draenix from that. Thanks, guys.